Hello, welcome to She Belongs, the C Suite Feminist Podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Rosenberg-White, leadership strategist and executive coach. Today, we're diving into a topic that can truly transform your leadership journey: how to become a transformational leader. Empathy used to be seen as a weakness in leaders. Many people assume that good leaders are supposed to be authoritative and uncompromising, but we now know empathy isn't a leadership weakness, it's a strength. A growing body of research shows that when leaders show understanding and we care for our workers, employees are happier and they're more productive. Empathy, along with the ability to inspire and unite around a shared vision, well, that is critical to what researchers call transformational leadership. Transformational leaders are exceptionally skilled at earning trust, motivating teams, and empowering employees. Research shows that they tend to get better results. And interestingly, transformational leaders are more likely to be women, possibly because women are generally encouraged to be more empathetic, more collaborative. When women combine these skills and other key leadership traits like vision, enthusiasm, and determination, we can lead in ways that are unique and are highly impactful. You may already be doing some of these things that make you a transformational leader, but no matter where you are in your leadership journey, you can take intentional steps to lead in a more effective way. Here are some ways to get you started. A key element of transformational leadership is showing your team members that you value their contributions and you believe in their potential. One way to do this is to provide plenty of positive feedback. Constructive feedback is important too, but most leaders don't fully understand how important it is to balance the criticism with encouragement. Research shows that the ideal ratio of positive to critical feedback is about 4-1. As a leader, one of the phrases that has always stuck with me is praise freely, criticize sparingly. I'm going to repeat this again because this is important. Praise freely, criticize sparingly. People do their absolute best work when they feel confident. The positive feedback you provide should be as specific as possible so the person you're communicating with knows exactly what they did right. For example, don't just say, "Hey, great job." Instead, think about saying something like, "Hey, I was really impressed with how you used our data and those graphics in yesterday's presentation. The senior leaders really seemed engaged and fully understood where we were going." Hear the difference? Leaders are also intentional about creating psychological safety on their team. This means making sure people feel included, they feel respected, and they feel comfortable speaking up. You can do this by modeling inclusive behavior. For example, invite diverse voices to speak. Include the most junior team members in discussions. And don't forget to act on your team's suggestions. Perhaps most importantly is be generous when people make mistakes. Our staff will perform the best when they are not afraid to mess up. Don't penalize team members for mistakes. Instead, let's coach them on how to learn and how to improve next time. During onboarding, it can be helpful to share stories of some of these past mistakes from your prior managers, but none of those stories should end with, "and then that person was fired." Instead, provide these examples to point out that making mistakes on your team is inevitable, but learning from them is what counts. I am always very clear with my team. If things go wrong, that's okay. I'm here to shoulder the responsibility with them. And this kind of community-based language creates a very safe space where they feel they can pursue all sorts of ideas. Another aspect of transformational leadership is intentionally sharing power and information. This could mean involving all team members early in the planning process. You can empower them to make decisions in their domains. To share power, you can invite junior employees to step into the spotlight, like leading a team meeting or presenting your team's work. For example, when walking into a room of senior leaders, you can say, "Hey, I'm not the one you really need to talk to here. I brought along my expert on this. Jane, take it away." I personally value transparency greatly. I've been fortunate to build a team that understands and agrees with my approach. We all know that silos get in the way of progress. Finally, research shows that transformational leaders often have a unique ability to inspire their teams by articulating a strong mission and vision. There are a few steps that can help you do this effectively. First, speak to your team about your own enthusiasm for your company's mission. Make sure that they know why it's important to you. Second, help team members connect the dots between the company's mission and their day-to-day work. Help them understand why the company's mission is important to them and to the work that they do. Third, show your team how their work is making a positive impact. Be amazing at inspiring others with a strong sense of purpose. Share real stories of customers and how they were impacted by the work that you're doing. This type of communication can tremendously boost morale and commitment. One last note, as you develop transformational leadership skills, remember that it's different from just being nice. There will be times when you need to do things that don't feel nice in the moment, like giving tough feedback or deprioritizing a project because your organization's needs are changing. It's crucial to do what serves your team best in the long term. Transformational leadership takes ongoing effort, but it's one of the best things that you can do not only for your career, but for your team. These skills are going to help you build inclusive, motivated teams that make a significant impact. And it's a type of leadership that, honestly, women are just uniquely positioned to achieve. So, to recap on how to become a transformational leader: 1, show team members you value them. 2, give positive feedback. 3, create psychological safety. 4, forgive mistakes. 5, share power and information. And 6, articulate a vision. Now, to conclude our session, let's focus on moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset as a leader, empowering you to reclaim your creative power and unlock your potential for success and become the transformational leader you aspire to be. Let's start by understanding the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that abilities and intelligence are static. In this mindset, you've already decided that you can't grow into this transformational leader. Or maybe you feel that you aren't confident or skilled enough yet. A growth mindset, on the other hand, allows you to embrace challenges and sees failure as a learning opportunity. Next, let's identify the fixed story that you've been telling yourself. What are the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back? Write them down or think about specific examples. Now we're going to work on reframing that narrative. How can you view these challenges through a growth mindset? What new story can you tell yourself that aligns with your potential and your goals? What are some power statements that you can say about yourself to get you there? How about something like, "Hey, I have the power to transform myself and others." To become a transformational leader, you need to make the conscious decision to walk through the doorway of growth. This means up-leveling your expectations, your habits, and your choices. How do you currently show up? And how can you cultivate new skills and habits to reach the next level? Finally, it's time to design your growth pathway. What specific, actionable steps will you take to achieve these results? Set clear, actionable goals and create a plan to follow through. Maybe it's making a list of ways that you can give positive feedback or how you can be more transparent with your staff or team. Brainstorm your ideas, write them down. Now, for each idea, expand on how you are going to do it and give yourself an implementation deadline. I like to create my own personal Kanban boards to track my goals. Give it a try. Or create your own way of tracking and following through. Remember, transformation is a journey. Keep believing in yourself, stay committed to your growth, and you're going to see incredible results. Your potential is limitless. I believe in you. Thank you for joining me on this episode of She Belongs, the C Suite Feminist. I hope this discussion inspires you to embrace transformational leadership in your journey. Don't forget, true leadership starts with empathy and understanding. Please subscribe to my podcast, share your thoughts in the comments, and spread the word to fellow leaders. You can also follow me on Instagram at rachelrosenberg.ceo for daily tips and updates. Together, let's lead with authenticity and make a positive impact in our world. Until next time, this is Rachel. Keep leading, keep growing, and keep being authentically you.